It's the best interview in baseball presented by Corona, and we are pleased to be joined by Mackenzie Gore of the Nationals, who, as you just saw, struck out 7 over 6 innings in a win against the Dodgers on Monday. What is it like to do so well against a lineup like that, Mackenzie?
Yeah, it feels great. You understand going in that it's a really good lineup, and you really need to do what you're supposed to do. And it was great to have success and win a game.
All right, Mac, I'm going to throw to a video because you were a TV host just like us. I want us to watch this, and we'll get back to a question. Go.
What do I wish I can do on the mound that Mackenzie does? I think just the way he's even keeled, not too high, not too low, very much like one mindset, and it's very admirable to watch.
I wish that I could show emotion when something good happens like you do. I can't yell, I don't yell, but when you do it, pretty cool.
All right, Mac, are you any better at yelling now when you get that strikeout?
Not really. Not really. I'll let one out every now and then, but yeah, the yelling is just not something I'm very good at.
Dude, I like that, by the way. That's going to be my new thing about a guy's fastball. It's even keeled. It's not too high, not too low. That's good terminology right there. Hey, do you still own those glasses? Do you have those glasses still? Those things are
no, I gave them back. So they made me wear those for however long that interview was, and then I let them have them back.
Dude, that is so good, bro. All right, I want to get to James Wood, dude. Love watching this guy hit. He drives the ball left center. He stays on the baseball. And this is a nonchalant Prince. First of all, what's that mean? And second of all, describe a little bit about James Wood, because this is a quiet man. Watching him play this game, it's a lot of fun at his size, right? When you get those big dudes that keep their hands inside and he smashes baseballs.
Yeah, I mean, huge power, crazy power, and he never seems to get really excited about anything. When you hear his walkout song, you're like, yeah, this kind of fits James. And but just the power to all fields is crazy, and he's fun to watch. And he's just getting started. He's going to keep getting better as he plays in the big leagues longer. And we're lucky to have him.
What is something that does get him excited or smile? Because we played with a guy, Derek Lee, super just awesome. Stayed right here, would be 0 for 25. You wouldn't even know if he was 25 for 25. And he had that mindset of just like never getting too high, never getting too low. But what's something that, James, you can get him smiling that he can get excited about?
There seems like certain homers get him excited. He got fired up last night, and then when he makes a play in the outfield, that's kind of when the biggest smile comes. And I think when he robbed the homer the other day, we saw some teeth, and so
yeah.
it was cool.
I've been around James, and I have to say that nonchalant Prince is a perfect way to describe him. Okay, let's go back to when you were with the Padres. We heard that your friendship with Luis Patino kind of led to you learning some Spanish. How is your Spanish doing these days? Like, Kevin is fluent, so you guys can have a total conversation right now.
I'm far from that. Me and Patino, we stay in touch, but my Spanish is not good. And, I can understand what we're talking about, but there's not a lot of speaking Spanish with this southern accent.
Pechuga de pollo de arroz blanco, uno botella de agua. Basically, I'll take some grilled chicken with some rice and a bottle of water. That's as far as I can go. You got to know how to order, so when you're hungry, that's a pechuga de pollo de arroz blanco.
Noted.
Yeah, he orders that same thing every time we go out for any kind of Latin food. It's the same order. Hey, I'm curious. We've seen you dominate on the field. Dude, that curveball's nasty. You're punching tickets. But we like to know things about you off and away from the field. So do you watch horror movies, or are they a little too gory?
Yeah, no horror. No horror movies for me. I'm one of those that kind of shuts the eyes when something's about to happen, and not for me.
Okay. What about travel-wise? Like, have you ever thought about going to Pamplona in Spain, running with the Bulls, or are you afraid you're going to get gored?
Oh!
No.
Wow. Brian.
These are good questions, guys.
No, I have not.
This is so cringe.
Okay, fine, whatever. Okay.
Not you, Mackenzie. The question. Not you, Mackenzie.
Halloween's a fun time. I love to put pumpkins out on my steps. I carve them up or stuff like that. Do you like to do that too, or do you stick to the gourds?
What's the next one?
That's all I got. That's it.
Okay.
That's as far as my gore repertoire goes.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna hit the worst interview I'm sorry, this is the worst interview you've ever done, right?
No.
Nope. I think that was good, Ryan. You did great. I want to get some ball markers now, because you're a golfer. We all are golfers. Sierra, she's the cart girl when we go golfing.
Yeah, totally.
She's a drink server for us and helps us kind of get the yardage. But I want to ask you, ball markers are cool. Some guys collect balls from clubs, but you're a ball marker collector. Give me the top 3 that you've got.
Ooh, top 3. I'm going to go with Sage Valley's probably in the top 3.
Yes.
Humble brag.
Yes.
TPC Scottsdale, I got a really cool looking ball marker from there.
That's cool.
Nice. I'm
really
from
unique
Scottsdale.
looking. And what is another one? I don't know. The places in DC, you like to have one local. I would say one of these DC courses probably in the top 3, but Sage Valley's probably the best one.
No doubt about it.
That's really cool.
Great course.
I love that.
Yeah.
I like collecting stuff. I collect shot glasses. My dad kind of started that trend, and so do I. I do that too. Time for our Corona vibe check. Who is your vibes guy that helps you get into the right mindset before a game?
Vibes guy. Before a game, there's not a lot of, I don't really, I'll say what's up, but there's not a lot of talking before a game. Trevor Williams kind of keeps the vibes pretty good around here. But we got a good group. But I would say probably Trevor Williams.
I just got a text from Harold Reynolds, and he wants to know, can you ask him where he got his leg kick from? It's very unique.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
questions from fans. This is good.
So when I was young, I was taught to show my hip pocket to the catcher, and for some reason it became a very high leg kick, and that's really all I got. I was just showed the hip pocket to the catcher, and it became a pretty high leg kick.
Awesome. Before we let you go,
I like that terminology. That's good.
Yeah.
Harold, thank you for the question, Harold. Thanks for being a fan and tuning in too.
by the way, Mackenzie, you've been such a great sport this entire interview. I know we're just coming at you from all different angles. And we have one last thing to get to before we let you go. It is time for Secret Santos. This is the part of the show where you tell us a secret about yourself that nobody knows.
Ooh.
I mean, that's put me on the spot. Secret that nobody knows. That's the whole point of the secret, right?
Yeah, I know.
Maybe you're in band.
We can go way back too. You know,
You bowled a 300. You and Mookie Betts are top bowlers, maybe.
No, not bowling. I mean, I don't have a lot for you here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I really don't.
you never played an instrument or anything like that in high school that we didn't know about?
No musical talent here.
What's your go-to
No, he was showing
karaoke
the hip
song?
pocket.
We'll compromise.
We're probably gonna go with Big Green Tractor. That's probably it.
Okay.
nice.
Take a ride
Yeah.
on my big green tractor. You can go.
Yeah.
If it go. God,
It's slow enough. We can think about the words. Make sure we're getting them right. So probably go Big Green.
That's right.
Well, getting the words right is something that Kevin does not do. So I'm glad that you're doing it. Mackenzie, you were such a pleasure to have on. Thanks for being such a great sport. Best of luck this season. We really enjoy watching you.
Yep. Thanks for having me.
All right, Mac. Thanks, brother.
All right.
Good luck,
Appreciate it.
dude.
We were all goo-goo gaga for Christian Moore. He'll be in the big leagues before the year's over. He's the top prospect for the Angels. But leave it to Ron Washington to walk around in spring training and go, who's that kid? Oh, his name's Kyron Paris. Can he play center field? I don't know. He's an infielder. I think he can. Let's see it. And now we got a budding star.
Kyron Paris, I had him in the futures game. Athlete across the board. And yes, he could play all over the field, but the hitting was a little bit just starting to come on. And I tell you, this is a former #1 pick. And being able to develop, this is his first major league hit. And I want you to see the difference. Leg kick, shoot the ball the other way, and fly, right? And he could defend. That was what he was known for. Family pumped up. You're going to be cheering a lot more than that now. Look at the power now. Look at the power now. His swing has come a long ways with the power now.
That's a Zach Neto leg kick, by the way.
He is swinging it, man. I mean, he's off to a raving start. He's getting an opportunity. The difference, 23 at the leg kick, much thinner, driving the ball. Look at the development's coming. Look at him at 24. And now look at the young man's body now. He's a young man. He's growing into his man body. Now look at the power. And this is when you look at prospects, you go, what could they be? It takes time to develop.
Yes, it does.
And the Angels have watched him grow. And I just want to show you how he's growing into his man body from 19 years old to now 23. There's a big difference. And he's grown into it.
Sounds like
and
we're
now
all-
you got somebody taking off.
We're all on the Angels bandwagon right now.
Yeah, well, I love what Ron's doing. I love the staff. I love their mindset. And I love the players have bought in.
How about this? We haven't said the name Mike Trout. We did a whole segment on the Angels, didn't mention Mike Trout. That's probably because everything's going well for the Angels.
True.
He's not the only thing that's great for the Angels right now.
And he's excited.
Oh, my,
You get
yeah.
young players coming around
He's
like that.
fired up. He's fired up for what's going on there.